Hello and welcome to another new video of SAP ABAP. In this video, we will explore all the main ABAP data types which are very helpful for our future programming for future program and you know the variable uh, all the variable have some data type and all the variables have some data types and every language offers some vital types of data in ABAP. The first important data type is character types. In the character type there are two main types. Number one is C. It's used for fixed length character string, and number two is string string itself, and it is variable length character string. You can see I declared here with the keyword data and then name of variable, and I write it type C and length 20. Length 20 mean that the length of a string is 20. So whenever we know that the string has some particular length, so we use C, and whenever we don't know the length of string, we use string data type. So moving on, the number two is numeric types. In numeric types, first of all is integer I, so whole number. So we use type I for the whole number. For example, 30, 40, 10, 20, which do not have any decimal values. And for the decimal value, there is a data type F, which is used for for the decimal points, integers like 12.34, 7.34, and so on. Here I declare data age type I, and for the floating point, here I declared data price type F value 12.34. As you know, price have always can be have decimal values, or it can be a whole number. So whenever we know the type of integer, we use price, and whenever we know the value of integer that it is used for, so we use I. The next data type is decimal types. Whatever the fixed decimal, if we compare the F, the next data type is decimal type. In decimal type, we have type P. P is used for fixed point decimal. Whenever we know that the number of places of decimal is fixed, we use P, and whenever we don't know the number of places of decimal, we use type F. So it's also P also called peg number, and F is for floating point. The next data type, important data type, is date, which declared by the character D. So, for example, if we want to declare a birth date for any person, we should write. We have to write data birth date is a name of variable, and type D is used for its typing, for is used for its data type. And then value mean value always fix the value of a variable to the initial value. Like here, for the amount, we give the by default value 123.45, and for the birth date we give default value 1990, 01 and 01. So moving on to the next data type. Next data type is time types. In time types, we have T. for the data type. So for time, for example, if we want to the time of an event, so we use type t. Like here, data event underscore time is the name of variable, and the type t for the data type, and value the default value of time. Our next data type is binary types. Binary types has a name has a character x. We use character x for all our binary types variables. So here, for example, here I declare data hex underscore data type x and then length 10. So the next data type is structure type. It allows creating custom data structures. So uh, we have to use the keyword types, and then we have to write begin of and then end of. Begin of, after begin of, we have to write the name of a structure. Ty underscore person is the name of a structure, and between begin and end we write all the members of this structure. Like here, first name is the first member, last name is the second member, and then the structure is completed. It has two members. So uh, at the end we have to write end of and then structure name. Moving on, if we use this type to a variable, like here I declared data and variable name person underscore info, and here I declared its type ty person, which we have declared, which we have developed, which we have created in the types keyword section. So the personal info has a type of ty underscore person. It's mean that person underscore info has two columns, first name and last name. Moving on. The next important data type is table types. So similarly, we can whatever we made a type of by the same method, begin of ty product like this and end of ty product, and between this we have two member product id and description here. For example, it's just for understanding, you can use your own, or you can made any type of any sort of types. So the point is, here we have to declare the type table of ty underscore product. It's mean that we have defined an internal table similar to array or list, which we will use as an internal table, and uh, we do something, we do some exercise in the later video for internal tables. Then you will see that we are using the same pattern for that programs. Now moving on to the next data type. The next data type is object reference type. This type is used to hold references to instances of classes or interfaces. Mean this type is used for holding the references of any instances of class or interface. So for example, I declare here data obj underscore reference, the variable name, and here we have to write type ref2 and then class name. It's mean that it has a reference of class z1cl and so on. So moving to the next variable, moving to the next data type, which is value table data types, used to define a predefined set of values for a field. Like constants and other things, we have value table types. So for example, we declared here a types, and it has name ty underscore gender, and between these gender type c length 1 is a member of this, and after that in the data section we declare gender list. So we use here type standard table of ty underscore gender with empty key. So for storing the some constants values, some generic values, we use value table types. And above all data types, for the dynamic programming, we have another data types. It's called any, ANY. A data type that can hold any type of data used in more generic scenarios. So whenever we made program for more generic and complex scenarios and dynamic programming, we will use this type of data type. So you have also noted down that the program name is the same, which I already explained and developed in my previous video. Hope you like that video, and if you don't still not see my previous video, do find it into the playlist and find that what is the basic structure of ABAP program and how you can structure all of the program in a very better way, which is very helpful to you for your base of ABAP programming. Hope you like this video. For any new informative videos, do like my channel and do subscribe to it. Thank you. Take care.